So, you guys, I heard that the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has visited Trump at Mar-a-Lago. They've had a face-to-face at Mar-a-Lago, and both leaders were all smiles about the encounter after. Of course, a lot of critics, especially liberals, are up in arms about it. It's kind of like Trudeau went to kiss the ring kind of thing. And but Trump has called the meeting very productive on his social media platform, Truth Social. And he noted that he and Trudeau had tackled big topics like trade and immigration and the fentanyl crisis. That seems to be like a really big deal. Everybody's talking about this fentanyl crisis on the Mexico border, on the Canadian border. It's like, what is this? Like, I mean, it's like so bizarre, to me, to my way of thinking. Like, what is this? What is where are they getting it? Like, I don't understand. I don't want to understand, actually. Now, Trudeau chimed in on X after their meeting, on X, okay, on X, you guys, because he wants a piece of Elon Musk as well, thanking Trump for dinner and saying he looked forward to collaborating again. This was Trudeau. Sounds like he's kissing up to me. I don't think his critics are totally wrong. Now, Trudeau made the trip to Florida after these looming threats from Trump, where Trump basically promised to impose a 25% tariff on Canadian and Mexican goods. Remember how he said that? And the Mexican president went haywire, but Trudeau is taking a completely different approach, the opposite approach, in fact, from Mexico. Sources say that Trudeau is in damage control mode, right? And he's working to sort of appease Trump, to highlight to Trump how tariffs could hurt both countries, both Canada and the United States, the economy of both Canada and the United States. Trudeau has stayed mum on the topic when he was pressed by reporters, but he did emphasize that in the past, Canada was successful in navigating trade negotiations during Trump's first term. So he's not really giving away everything they talked about, but he's basically saying that, they know how to negotiate with Trump, right? Apparently, they were not alone. Apparently, I don't know that to be a fact, but it seems that they dined with Trump's Commerce Secretary Pick Howard Lutnick and with Canada's Border Security Minister Dominic LeBlanc, right? Um, so yeah, I mean, there are tensions, but it seems like they're both willing to work on, sort of reducing those tensions. Trump has focused much of his post-meeting remarks on combating the fentanyl crisis. It's like, what is the fentanyl crisis? Don't tell anybody. I know it's a drug, I know it, but why do people take that? Why do they need that? Why don't they just bake a cake, bake a cornbread or something? What's wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? I don't understand it. They have everything and they're too happy. I think they're too happy. Anyway, Trump praised Trudeau's commitment to joint efforts. So this is very different from how the Mexico president reacted, right? Um, so interestingly, the Florida visit was impromptu because it was not on Trudeau's public agenda. I mean, he just hightailed it down to Mar-a-Lago, all of a sudden, to talk with Trump. So this underscores, I think, Canada's push to smooth things over with Trump. I mean, so you can sort of forgive people on the left for saying that Trudeau went down to kiss Trump's ring because essentially that's what he did. Trump didn't fly in a panic to Canada, right? Trudeau hightailed it to Florida, to Mar-a-Lago, to speak with Trump and to smooth things over. And Trump is just having all these high-powered meetings at Mar-a-Lago. When it's not Zuckerberg, it's Trudeau, it's this, it's that, it's Mika and Joe. It's just everybody. He's just like issuing invites, come down and talk to me. Let's talk this out. Which, I mean, look, I think it's a good I think it's a good move. I mean, it's like it seems like he really wants to come into office in a different way this time, smoothing tensions, reducing tensions, and trying to get along, and I think that people understand now what they're dealing with. I mean, for this man to get away with what he has gotten away with by winning the office of the presidency for the second time against the odds that he faced, the headwinds that he faced. Um, Obama wouldn't get away with this. Think about it. If Obama had been accused of all of the same exact same things that Trump has been accused of, do you think he would be in this position getting a second term? No. No, he would have been disqualified. There would have been public outrage. The Senate and the House and everybody, the courts would have absolutely stood up against this. I mean, there's just no way. Nobody, I don't even think, forget Obama, I don't know that anyone else could get away with what Trump has gotten away with, right? And so people see that and they know that what they're dealing with here is not normal. This isn't a normal man. This is not a normal man. I have always said that. This isn't a normal man, right? And, people want to believe that, oh, he's stupid, he's this, he's that. I mean, it's they who are stupid. You're stupid for not facing up to what you're dealing with here with this man. You don't beat this man by pretending not to understand he's not a normal man. You first have to face the fact this isn't a normal man. And then you decide what are you going to do about it, right? But you don't just pretend it away or ignore it or try to twist it into something else because you happen not to like him. It's okay not to like him, but you cannot deny how powerful he is, how talented he is at getting what he wants. I mean, it's something I've never seen anything like it in my entire life, right? I have never seen anything like it in my entire life. And that is why when you're going to put up a candidate against this man to run for president, you better be darn sure that you know what you're doing, right? You don't just put just anybody up against this man to run for president. Putting Kamala Harris up to run for president against Donald Trump was like putting me against Donald Trump for a presidential race. What is the difference between me and Harris? Harris is a little bit few years older than me. She's a lawyer. I was a lawyer too. I mean, she laughs, I laugh. Why, if she can do it, why can't I do it? Because, she can't do it. She can't do it. I can't do it. Right? You have to, it's like putting in boxing, you don't put just because somebody's a talented boxer doesn't mean that you put that person up against every and any boxer. You have to box within your range, your weight, etc. Right? This is not a normal man, right? He just isn't. So there you go. I mean, make of that what you will, right? Believe it or not, Joe Biden would have stood a better chance against this man than Kamala Harris did. Even if Joe was down in those polls, Joe Biden would have stood a better chance. But if you had gotten another candidate in his 50s, the right candidate, this was a mistake. Putting Kamala Harris was like putting me up against Trump, honestly, right? Anyway, you guys, I mean, I understand how ridiculous it sounds, but I mean, Harris really, what does she have?